Good morning, students. We are learning the sets. Till now, we learn the sets and the type of the sets, how we are going to represent the set, how we are going to identify the set. Just recall it. Set. What is set? It is a collection of well-defined objects. Means the collection should be well-defined for everyone. If I said a clever student of my class, so that should not be same for everyone. That could be changed according to the persons. But if I said the group of the marker, so it is the group of marker for each and every person. So it is a set. But the clever student of the class should not be set, as because that should be changed according to the person wise. So it is a collection of well-defined object, that is called set. Now next one is method of writing sets. There are two methods of writing set: roster method or listing method, the first one, and rule method or set builder form, the second method. What is the roster method or the listing method? In this method, all the elements of set are listed in curly brackets. We learn that. The second method is rule method or set builder form. In this method, elements of set are described by specifying the property which determines the elements of set. Means there should be rules are followed in this method. After that, we learn types of set. In the types of set, we learn main four types of the sets. What are they? Singleton set means a set in which we have only one element, that is called singleton set. The second one is empty or null set, a set in which we don't have any element, that is called empty set or null set. The next one is finite set, a set in which we have the limited number of elements and countable elements, means we are able to count that elements, that is called finite set. The next one is infinite set. Infinite set means a set which have uncountable number of elements. We are not able to count that element, means unlimited elements. So that is called infinite set. Along with these four types of the sets, we learn one more, that is equal set. If two sets contain the same elements, see here, the same elements are said to be equal sets. Means if we have the two sets, the elements of these two sets should be same. The number of elements should not determine that whether the given sets are equal set or not. Take example. Set A is given L, I, S, T, E, N. These elements are nothing else, that is the letters of the word listen. And the set B is given S, I, L, E, N, T. This is also a set of set B is the element containing the element of the letters of the word listen. Each and every element of these two sets are same. So we can say set A and set B both are equal set. After that, we learn universal set. What is universal set? A set which accommodates all the given sets under consideration is known as universal set. Means we have one universal set in that all the given sets are included. After that, we learn the complement of set. What is the complement of set? In a universal set, if A is a subset of U, means universal set, then the set of element of U which are not contained in the set A is called complement of set A. Take an example. We have the universal set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. These elements are contained in universal set. Set A is given 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are the elements of set A. just we have to understand by the Venn diagram. This white rectangle is a universal set, and this blue one, that is the set A. We contain 1 to 10 numbers in universal set and just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in a set A. What will be remain in the universal set? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are nothing else, that is called complement of set A. So we have to write this way: complement of set A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Next we learn the subset. What is the subset? If A and B are two given sets and every element of set B is also an element of set A, then it is subset of A. Once again, if A and B are the two given sets and every element of set B is also an element of set A, then B is a subset of set A. Example: A is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the element of set A. We have the set B also: 2, 4, 6, 8. These are the element of set B. Just try to understand by the Venn diagram. This white circle is the set A. In that, just forget about this blue one: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the element of set A is present. Now we have the another set B, that included in the blue one: 2, 4, 6, 8. Means the total, the full set B comes within the set A, that is white one. So that is called the subset. So we can say set B is a subset of set A. Now we are going to learn about operations on sets. In that, the first we are going to learn about the disjoint set. What is the disjoint set? Disjoint set is the sets which do not have a single element common between them are called disjoint set. Means we have the two sets, set A and set B. In these two sets we don't have any of the element common. For an example, A and B are disjoint set. If set A is given 1, 5, 9 and set B is given 2, 4, 8. So we can see by the help of Venn diagram. In the set A we have the element 1, 5, 9. In the set B we have the 2, 4, 8. There is no any common element between these two sets. So we can say this is a disjoint set. The next one is union of sets. The second one is union of two sets. What is that? The union of two sets is the set of all element of set A and set B is called union of two sets. For an example, in the set A we have -3, -5, -1, 0, and in the set B we have 0, 3, 5. So by the Venn diagram we can see set A is given blue, set B also given blue. The element of set we can able to see here, the element of B we are able to see, but the 0 is common between these two. Whenever we are talking about the union of the two sets, that could be included like this way. Yes, so 3, -3, -5, -1, 0, 3 and 5. These all are comes in the union set. Let's see. Take another example. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Set B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we have to try to understand by the Venn diagram. Set A is given. Write the name set A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the set B is given. You can see this way. In the set B, we have 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. If you are talking about the set B, that means just hide it. So we are able to see 4, 5, 6, 7. This way, now we want to find out that A union B. That is denoted by just see. It could be start from here and this way. That is called union of set A and set B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This all could be included in that. Let's see how we are going to write. We have to write A union B. This is symbolically we are going to write A union B is equal to, in curly bracket, we have to start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the element of set B also included in the union A union B. So it started from 4, 5. As we learn, we are not going to repeat any of the element of any set. So 4, 5 we already written, 6, 7. So this is called A union B. This way we are going to learn about the A union B. The next one is third one, intersection of two sets. Intersection of two sets. What is the intersection of two sets? Just see, intersection of two sets. The intersection of two sets A and B is the set of common elements. Set of common elements of set A and set B. That is called intersection of two sets. For an example, A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7. B is equal to 2, 3, 6, 8. These two are the sets and these are the element of these two sets. Let's try to understand by the Venn diagram. This blue one, just hide it. We have the set A, 1, 3, 5, 7. Clearly we get it? Yes. Now set B, 2, 3, 6, 8. Yes. The dark blue is a set A and the light blue is a set B. When these two comes together, we have one common element, that is 3. You can able to see in the orange one. In the orange part you can see that 3. That is come in set A also and in the set B also. So that is called the intersection. This orange part is called the intersection of these two sets. The next one is the number of elements in sets. The number of elements in sets. How we are going to write? Take an example. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Therefore, number of element, number of A, we are going to write like n in bracket set A. Number of A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to count these elements. So there is 4 elements. B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore number of B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 elements are given over here. Yes. Now after that we learn the A intersection B. A intersection B. What is that? Intersection means the things comes common between these two sets. So what is the common? 1, 2, 3, 4. This all 4 we have common between these two sets. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, till 4. That is A intersection B. Therefore, number of A intersection B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. We should write over here. The next we learn A union B. What is that? In the union of the two sets we learn both the element of both sets should be included in this union set. So 1, 2, 3, 4 till 4. After that we have to write the element of set B. But we are not going to repeat any element. So 1 we already have, 2 we already have, 3 we already have, 4 we already have. Just remains 5 and 6. Therefore, number of A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. This way we can write the number of elements present in a set. Now, just check. Here, take 2. Number of set A and number of set B. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. We got it? Take these two. Number of A intersection B and the number of A union B. That is also 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. According to these two, we can say these two 10 and 10 are equal. Yes. So the addition of these two is equal to the addition of these two. Can we write in this way, like number of A intersection B plus number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B. That is nothing else. These two, addition of these two, we are getting number of A intersection B plus number of A union B. We got 10 and here also we got 10 is equal to number of A plus number of B. We are written. The next line, can we take this to the another side? So number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B. This number of A intersection B is addition. When it goes to the another side, that means it will become minus number of A intersection B. So this way we generated the formula to find out the value of number of A union B. This way we can find out of these 4. If we have any 3, the fourth one we can easily find out of A union B, number of A, number of B, number of A intersection B. If we have any 3 values, so we can easily find out the fourth one. Let's start practice set 1.4. The question number 1 is given. If we have number of A 15, number of A union B 29, number of A intersection B 7, then we have to find out number of B. As I said, out of these 4, if we have 3, the next one we can easily find out. Let's start. Solution. Whatever is the given, we have to write first. Number of A is equal to 15. Number of A union B is equal to 29. Number of A intersection B is equal to 7. Number of B is equal to question mark. We are going to find out. As because number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. We learn this formula. Because of that, just put all the values whatever we are having. We have the number of A union B. Yes, here we have 29. So 29 is equal to number of A we have 15. Write 15 plus number of B we don't have, so number of B as it is minus number of A intersection B 7. we are written. So 29 is equal to plus 15 minus 7. Number of B plus 8. This 8 will come to this side. So 29 minus 8 is equal to number of B. Therefore, we can write number of B is equal to 29 minus 8, 21. That is our answer. Therefore, answer we have to write number of B is 21. Number of B is 21. This way we can find the fourth one out of 4 if we have the 3 values. Got it? Next, move ahead to the question number 2. Question number 2 is, in a hostel there are 125 students, out of which 80 drinks tea, 60 drinks coffee, and 20 drinks both tea and coffee. Find the number of students who do not drink tea and coffee. Means we have to find in this sum the number of students who do not drink whether tea or coffee. Just recall whatever we are having. This is 125 students. Let's start. Let the number of students in hostel be universal set. Therefore, U is equal to 125. We have the total number of students. So, U is equal to 125. Next one, the number of students drink tea, and the number of students drink tea be set A. Therefore, number of A is equal to, we have 80. Number of B is equal to 80. We had this. The next one is the number of students drink coffee B set B. Therefore, number of B is equal to the number of students drink coffee, that is given 60. So that is the number of B we have. One more thing we have, 20 drink both have tea and coffee, and the number of students drink both tea and coffee B intersection of set A and B. Therefore, number of A intersection B is equal to 20. This way, we assume that whatever is given in the sum, we are written in this way. And we need to find out the number of students, those whether they not drink tea and coffee, both. What is the mean of that? We have number of set A, that is who drink tea, set B who drink coffee, and intersection of set A and B is given, and 125 is given. There is a total number of students, means we have to find out the union of set A and set B. As because we know the formula. Number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Substitute all the values. A union B we don't have. Number of A union B is equal to A we have. A means what? The number of students drink tea, that is 80, plus number of B, the student who drink coffee, that is 60, minus number of A intersection B, number of students who drink both tea as well as coffee, that is 20. So number of A union B is equal to 80 plus 60, 140 minus 20. Number of A union B is equal to 140 minus 20, 120. That is number of A union B. We got it. What is this? This is nothing but the number of students drink both tea and coffee. Therefore, the number of students drink tea and or we can say or coffee both, that is number of A union B is equal to 120. We find this. So therefore what they are asking, we have to find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. So therefore the number of students do not drink tea and coffee is equal to the total number of students we have 125, that is given, minus we find it the A union B, that is what? That is the number of students who drink both tea or coffee. So that if we subtract it from this 120, we will get number of students, that is 5. Got it? Therefore, answer, there are only 5 students who do not drink tea and coffee. Yes, once again recall. We assume that let the number of students in hostel be universal set, that is the total number of students 125, and the number of students drink tea be the set A, therefore number of set A is equal to 80. The number of students drink coffee be set B, therefore number of B is equal to 60, and the number of students drink both tea and coffee be intersection of set A and B, therefore number of A intersection B is equal to 20. As because we know the formula, number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Substitute all the values. We don't have the value of number of A union B. Write as it is. Number of A 80, number of B 60, number of A intersection B is 20. The next line 60 plus 80 becomes 140 minus 20. We got number of A union B 120. Now what is the A union B? The number of students drink tea and or we can say or coffee. Tea or coffee both, that is A union B, we got 120. Therefore the number of students do not drink tea and coffee is equal to 125 minus 120, or we can write like universal set minus number of A union B. 125 minus 120, we got 5. Therefore the answer, there are only 5 students. There are only 5 students who do not drink tea and coffee. So this is the homework for you all. Practice set number 1.4, question number 1 and 2 we did, question number 3, 4 and 5 you have to solve. All the questions are depend on these two questions what we did. The next thing, we completed the first chapter of the set. Still if you are having any doubt, so you can ask on Friday in the group. Thank you.